Show. I'm so excited to be here. I couldn't wait for this day. It's so exciting. Thank you all for joining. I got to get set up here. I came on a few minutes early just to make sure everything was good. Welcome, 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 everyone. Hey, Cindy from Sparks of Joy. She says it's going to be a great show. Thanks, Cindy. It is going to be a good show. We are going to knock the socks off this raid train junk jar. Hey, Gypsy Woman Charm. She says hello. Seasons of Time Shop says hello. Kathy is excited. Welcome, 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 welcome. So we are on this junk jar raid train until 9 o'clock tonight, Central Time, from 4 until 9 o'clock. And they're only half an hour shows. That's crazy. That's a lot of trains, of cars to be on our train. Let's junk this place. Woohoo! Yes, Cindy, let's junk this place. So that's a lot of sellers in this from 4 until 9 o'clock. It is going to be fantastic. So I am all set up here so that I can hopefully display a junk jar. Look at that. I've seen that from other sellers, and I thought that is a great idea for today's show. This is a pink and white ball jar with the, what do you call that? The metal lid. What do you call that? Come on, somebody tell me, as I have a brain lock. Oh, it's been a day. Zinc, zinc. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So here is pink and white button jar. There's buttons in there. It's got all those pink and whites. Let me move this down a little bit. There. All those pink and white buttons. Let's start this auction. It's starting out at $5. Let's see who wants pink and white buttons. Is there any pink fans out there? Any pink fans? Oh, I forgot to reduce that time. We got lots of jars to go through. I got to reduce that time. Yes. Shared the show. Thank you, Morning Quest. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm going to have to change my time, guys. That is way too long, but this is an adorable jar, ball jar with the zinc lid on it. All right, we did that one. This one. So this is a waffle jar. I sell these all by themselves usually. I do not put anything in it, but this time I had, whoops, I don't want to do that. This time I had some clothespins and I wrapped them in fabric, torn fabric, and then I tied a jute twine around them. So this is a waffle jar with a ball jar lid on it, but it's waffle all the way around. Look at those clothespins in there. And then when you get to the front, then it's got a clear opening. So these are very collectible jars. And I normally sell them. Let's switch that time, guys. I normally sell the jar all by itself. So let's start this auction. Anyone interested in this waffle jar with clothespin wrapped fabric? There's pieces of vintage lace in there. Do we have any? Look at that. It's so, so pretty. All right. Thanks for looking at that, guys. Let's get something else here. Okay, we have a zinc lid on this one. It says ball. And this is got all jingle bells. So for those crafters that we have, this is a perfect jar for all of your crafting, all your jingle bells. It even has the other kind of bells in there, white clothespins, these jingle bells in gold and silver, smaller sizes, little tiny wood clothespins. And it does not have the ball emblem on the top, but we do have the zinc ball cover. And then it's just got a little red ribbon on it. So we're starting this auction out at $5 here. So start this out at $5. Anyone for this crafting jar? You want any jingle bells for the upcoming holidays, guys? Hey, friends. 61 3 Attic is joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks, everyone, for popping in and looking at that. Okay. Here we have vintage spools. Vintage spools, vintage white buttons. It has the cover is old 57 with a transfer on the top. And this one is starting out at $6. It is full of those vintage spools. It has some that do not have thread on them. This one right here is from my grandma's collection, and they are definitely old spools. Anyone interested? I mean, this jar is cute all by itself with the teal lid and the transfer on the top. Any takers? All right. I think I started that one. Okay. Let's hop over to some smaller ones. So here's a little salt shaker. Love that color. I know it's pretty. So here's the same aqua with just aqua buttons. So we're just going to start the auction out. It's starting here at $3 for this little salt shaker and these little teal buttons. You can just put this in your craft room and let it sit on a shelf on one of your mini shelves. It's so cute. 61 Attic is winning that one. All right, 61. We do know it's your color. Yes, you like that one. She's winning it. All right, 61 3 Attic. You got it. Okay, now we have the cream colored buttons. So a same salt shaker. There is off-white buttons in here. Starting out, you're welcome, 61. It's starting out at $3 for this one. Off-white buttons, a little bit of lace tied around it. It is a salt shaker. You can just put this right on your shelf in the craft room. And it's pretty decor all by itself. All right, that one goes on that side. I do know I had a pre-bid on this one, so let's run that. We are here on this raid train. I don't even know how many sellers there are, but there are sellers until 9 o'clock tonight with all of these junk jars. And they have so many good things going on. Okay, this one did have a pre-bid on it. So Melissa Loves Vintage is going after that one. This is a tiny little salt shaker full of tiny little buttons. So Melissa's Vintage is winning that one. All right, she's winning it. Okay, Melissa's Vintage. She wants this cute little salt shaker. It's so tiny. All right, Melissa, you got it. I do have another one of them. I think that was 04. Yes. So I have a second one. This one has the vintage buttons in it as well. So we're going to start this auction out. It's starting out at $2. Same little salt shaker. It matches the other one. It's just got some vintage little buttons. 61, she's winning this one. It's got a piece of vintage lace. Put this on your mini shelf. All right, 61, you got it. Put that with your teal buttons. Yes, check out the bins. I got lots of stuff in my bins. Okay, a jingle bell jar. This one is a small little jingle bell jar. It is full of silver and gold jingle bells. Starting out at $4. The cover is painted with copper and it's tied with a little ribbon. But there are so many jingle bells in there for your holiday crafting. Who crafts with jingle bells? Does anybody craft with those jingle bells? All right, good. This one, it was the one that I kept sharing because it just looked so good to me. This is a patriotic buttons, red, white, and blue in there. It's been in there for a while, so it's kind of gotten shaken up a little bit. I've got balls coming out of my antlers. Oh, you got bells coming out of your antlers. Okay. Whoops. All right. Did I run that one? I must have ran that one. All right. I didn't see who won it. Shagraza 67. I can't even pronounce that name, but thank you. Thank you for that. I didn't even realize I ran it. So here is some really blue buttons with a red and white ribbon tied around it. So those buttons are so blue and vibrant. It is a salt shaker, pepper shaker, starting out at $3 for this very blue and red and white ribbon button jar. 61, she's going after that one. They're so adorable. I mean, put those on your shelf. It'd be so cute. I love it. 61, thank you. All right, green. We all know everyone loves green. Well, not everyone, but many people love green. And so I found all my little, well, they're not all my little green buttons, but so many green buttons in there. It is a salt shaker and it is starting out at $3 in the vignettes my friends build. Yes. Yes. All right. Anyone for the green? I have, yes, I do have some future shows coming up. I have Zero to Hero tomorrow. Whoops, that one goes over here. I have Zero to Hero tomorrow, and that should be so fun. So here is a domino and Christmas kind of like kid game jar. It does have a red lid tied with the red and white. 28. So it's dominoes and little Christmas um chip cards in there. So pack of dominoes in there, not a whole pack, but the different colored dominoes, regular dominoes, these little Christmas cards that you can do in your mixed media or give to your kids to play with. All right, thanks for looking at that, guys. All right, here's a Parmesan cheese shaker, and this one is made in Taiwan on the back side. I found that. So it has little pool balls in there. It has poker chips. It has buttons. It has a little dowel in there. It is a patriotic junk jar. So we're going to start this one out at $4. Anyone for a little patriotic junk jar, little poker chips, some pool balls in there. There's even the cue ball in there. You can see it rolling around on top. 61, she's going after this. It is so, so cute. 61, all right, you got it. You're loading up your box. Good for you, girl. Okay, so who needs a jar of broken crayons sitting on a crafting shelf? If you're an artist, you know that all art supplies make art. You are 61. So all art supplies make art on your shelves. So a jar of broken crayons with a old 57 lid is going to be perfect on your little shelves. All right, Kathy, thank you so much. They look cute in that jar. I know what you're going to do with them, but you can leave them in the jar um, until you need them. Okay, number 15. So this has got a vintage cookie cutter in it, a bell and a heart or a star. It's got the letter B, it's got some Christmas greenery, some bells, and it's got an apothecary lid. It's just a Christmas junk jar. That is exactly what it is. It is full of junk. So, do we have anyone who wants to find out what's in there? That Christmas junk jar. All right. It is really pretty, Sylvia. Okay. So here is a jar with a bale and a flip top lid. It is full of Christmas ornaments. They're plastic ones. And then I put snow in it, and the snow kind of mixes with the balls, and it does have a transfer. Whoops, has a transfer on the jar. It is beautiful. It would look good in just vignette, just sitting there. So we are starting this one out. It's starting out at $5. Oops. How about if we starting out at $5 for this one? Backyard brushes. She's going after that. It is beautiful. And with the snow in there, you can mix it all around. And they are plastic, Sylvia, so the grandkids can just play with it and do whatever they want with that. Mixing that snow up. It's like a textured snow jar. Okay. We're going to switch back to a big jar. So this big jar right here is full of my mom and my grandma's vintage music sheets. I have rolled them up, tied them with a ribbon. I decoupaged the top of the lid with my mom's music as well. So this is very old, like 1932's music. We're starting this out at $5 for all this vintage music in here. Welcome in, everyone. Thanks for coming in. It is really pretty. If you just like a jar to be sitting in a vignette, this one is really pretty. All right, thanks for looking at that. So here is salvaged wood. This is number 19. Salvaged wood is in this jar. All kinds of salvaged wood, rulers, you name it. It's in this jar. It does have this beautiful pale yellow mum with the pale yellow lid. And this full of salvaged wood. It's going to start out here at $4 for this salvaged wood. And yes, I do have stuff in my buy it now. Karen wants this salvaged wood and this jar. It's got that really white chippy piece there and a white chippy piece over here. Thank you, Karen. Okay, I think I did have a pre-bid on this little one here. So at 4:30, we're going to go raid Midwest Charm. Oh, this 01, not 10. How about 01? So this one does have a pre-bid on it, so I'll pin it, but it is just a plain little jar with some vintage clothespins. They have the metal around them, and if they didn't have the metal around them, I wrapped them with vintage lace and put a little piece of twine on them. So there are a couple little different ones, and then I put this little floral transfer right on the front of that jar. So that is a cute little junk jar. It's starting out at $2 here. The Prissy Possum is winning. All right, she's gonna love this little junk jar full of clothespins. And it doesn't even have a lid, but it's really cute. The Prissy Pony, thank you. That is her first purchase. Yay, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. What else do I want to show? Oh, I have more clothespins here. So this one is in a ball jar. These clothespins are wrapped with ribbon, and they are the pincher clothespins, all the pincher ones, and they're wrapped with ribbon. And it does have the zinc lid on the top. So this is starting out at $5 here for this one. It is beautiful. And if you need any of the ribbon, it's all there for you. Just unwrap a clothespin, shove it back in. Looks like Karen's going after this one. It's so pretty. Look at all those colors. I love it. Karen, thank you so much. All right. Another jar of crayons. This one, I can't even back up far enough. It is a square jar, and I tied it with a cute ribbon on the top. And this has got a bunch of crayons in it, a bunch of crayons. Starting out at $4 here for this junk jar full of crayons. This, with that green ribbon on there, it would look so good sitting in a, it's a biggie, Kathy. Yes, it is. It's a big one. Okay. This junk jar right here has a poinsettia on the front. It is filled with 12 bottle brush trees, and it has the snow in it. So you push the snow down, and then the snow can fall all over the trees. And it is so, so, so pretty. And let's run this one. It's starting out at $6. Remember, there are 12 bottle brush trees in here. 12 bottle brush trees. And they're brand new. I never even used them. Karen is winning. Karen, if you get 12 bottle brush trees for $7, what a deal. What a deal. She won that one. What a deal, Karen. Cookie cutters. These are mini cookie cutters. You can see all the little minis in there. They're so tiny, and they look really good in this jar. I wouldn't recommend baking cookies with them because that might drive you a little crazy, but so it's starting out at $5 for this ball jar with a zinc lid, and it's got all these mini cookie cutters in it. Anyone being a cookie? Oh, Karen, she's putting this in her kitchen. Just display it in your kitchen for Christmas. So good. Karen is winning this. All right, Karen, you got it. You're going to be set for Christmas with your bottle brush trees and your cookie cutters. Here is another clothespin and vintage spools with a little bit of lace. Another bale jar. I called it a sewing junk jar. Oh, there's the scissors in here. There's an old pair of scissors and a doily in here. So this is a fantastic deal for an old pair of scissors, clothespins, a little doily, some vintage spools. Sylvia is going after that one. It's so pretty. And especially that vintage scissors in there. That looks really good. Sylvia, you won that one. Thank you, girl. All right, Christmas. Look at my Christmas ornament jar. So this jar, this one has Cindy Liss's name written all over it. She can put these on her tree that just tomorrow because her tree has Christmas year round. But these are all Christmas ornament bells that were made in Taiwan. You're thinking the same thing? Yes, they're made in Taiwan and it is so pretty. So this is starting out at $5. I think there's 11 ornaments in here. $5 for 11 ornaments. You were thinking Cindy Liss also? I know, right? Where is she? Oh, she missed out on that. We ran that for 5. She missed out on that. So what else do we have? Oh, I just have a little salt shaker right here. This is, I have 2 of them. Number 2. It's got vintage white buttons in it. Starting out at $3 for this little jar with the vintage white buttons in it. They're kind of off-white color. It's got vintage lace tied around it. 61. She's liking those vintage buttons. She's winning that one. We got 5 minutes and then we have to go and raid Midwest Charms. Thank you, 61. I have 2 of them in case you want this one as well. Start this auction out, starting here at $3 for this one also. White button set. Yep, she's liking these. All right. So good. Okay, 61. Thank you. I have a jar of tacks. So upholstery tacks. It is just a jar of tacks, upholstery tacks. And it's this little tall jar full of upholstery tacks. They're so pretty in there. When you put anything in a jar, Midwest Charms is next. Yes, make sure you bookmark future shows for me. Perfect. Sylvia, you are on top of it. What didn't I run? Oh, we have to run my Where's Waldo. So in this jar with all of these fun transfers on, and then there's transfer on the top, there's a transfer on the bottom. It's a junk jar or a Where's Waldo jar. And I have a list of the items that are in there. I can't remember what the number was. I have a list of what items are in there. And it's running right now. There are 44 items in there. So you just turn it around until you find the items. Karen is winning that one. And I have a list for you like this or like this of what's in this jar. So that'll be really, really fun for anyone to find. It is heavy though. That's a heavy jar. Midwest Charms is in 3 minutes. I'm going to do this one more time because it does have this vintage needle thing right here. This is so good. This is such a great jar. And it has a really pretty lid on it. It has vintage thread, the white buttons. All right, 61. It's got her color. It is screaming her name, 61. All right, you want it. Thank you so much. What is there anything that you want to see before I have to go? Oh, the Domino's and Christmas junk jar. We got someone pre-bid on that. Okay, let's go. Let's start this auction. It's starting out at $6. It's full of Domino's and little Christmas junk cards and jingle bells. Karen is winning this one. You twisted my arm. Sorry about that. 61. Sorry about that. I know those colors are great. Oh, we do have another one with dominoes in it. I showed this one before, but it has a few dominoes in it. All right. So thank you, Kathy, for your purchase. I really appreciate it. This is starting out at $4. So it has some domino pieces in there, some poker chips, some pool balls are in there. It's a game piece junk jar. All right. We have to go raid, guys. I hope she's on. Thank you, everyone, for joining. This was really fun. I really appreciate it. Our shows are only a half an hour long. Please stay on the train until the very end. You're very, very welcome. Stay on the train. It's going to keep getting better and better and better. All right, let's create a raid. We're going over to Midwest Charms. So thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.